Welcome back to Unfiltered Makeup. Today I'm excited to be doing a new type of video. This is in collaboration with the Random Beauty Support Group, also known as RBSG, and we are each assigned a month, and then there is a word of the month, and whoever is assigned to that month chooses the topic. So Tammy was in charge of this month, and the word was assume, and her prompt was that she wants us to do makeup that people assume we wear when we say we have a YouTube channel. So we're gonna have some fun doing that today, and I will link Tammy and the playlist below so that you can check out all of the other creators that have made videos for this month as well. I decided I'm going to start off with my eyes. I thought these under eye patches were very much like a stereotypical makeup channel thing, right? You see people wearing these while they're getting ready, while they're doing their eyes. So I don't generally wear these on a daily basis, but I thought this would be fun to incorporate because I feel like people assume you use these when you're doing a YouTube makeup channel. These are the Derma E under eye patches, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start working on my eyes. And to start, I'll prime with the Glam Light Icing eyeshadow base in the shade Buttercream. Alright, I have primed my eyes. I am going to go ahead and take off my under eye patches. They've been on for a little while and they're starting to lose their adhesiveness on my face. Today I'm going to be using the Cosmic Brushes Muse palette, and this will actually be my first time dipping into this one. But I thought now that it's spring, it's a perfect time to dip into this one. The prompt is makeup that people assume we wear when we have a YouTube channel. And I do think that's always kind of funny because if people I know in real life find out that I have a YouTube channel, which I have one for my marketing business that I don't really post on, so I kind of have two, but I don't generally say too much. But usually, if they find out that I have a makeup channel, oftentimes they are surprised to find that out because I'm not exactly known for doing my makeup. Not that I don't know how to do it, and not that I don't wear it, but I don't wear it all the time. Like, if I'm picking up my kids at school, you just never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes I've got a full face of makeup on with like lashes and glitter, and then lots of times I've got no makeup on and I'm just barefaced and there to get my kiddos. And so, or I go to the gym and I don't wear makeup to the gym, and I do some volunteer work, and sometimes I wear full makeup and sometimes I don't have any makeup on at all. So I think that sometimes it surprises people that I have a makeup YouTube channel because they don't know how much I love makeup, because I just don't make the time for it every day. I don't wear it regularly. I don't wear it every day. So of course I have this huge collection of makeup that just doesn't get used as much as it should. It doesn't get the attention that it deserves. But I think that's funny that if people assumed I had a YouTube, or if people found out I had a YouTube channel, and what they would assume it would probably not first be makeup. But once they find out that it is makeup, I think that people assume it's like people around my age probably assume it's like that, what we think of here on like beauty YouTube as the 2016 style makeup, right? Like very dramatic, very colorful, stage style makeup. That's what I think people assume. And I do think one of those things is really defining the outer V of the eye. I mean, that's still a thing, of course, but I think really emphasizing the outer V of the eye with a dark shade is very reminiscent of like 2016. So I'm going to start there, and then I'm going to add some color. We can't forget the inner corner highlight. That's very important. Next, I feel like you have to wear a liquid black eyeliner. And of course, we're going to have to do lashes, but we'll save those till the end. And people will definitely assume you've got full coverage foundation on. So today I'm going to be using the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation. And I am going to be mixing together a couple of shades because I don't have the right shade match for me, because it's very hard to find a shade match in this foundation. And I'll be applying it with the BK Beauty Nikki LaRose N17 brush because I feel like people would assume, if they know about makeup and YouTube, they would assume you use BK Beauty brushes. Because these brushes are obviously brushes that are made by a YouTuber turned beauty brand. So how could you not use these? And actually this one, the collab brush here with Nikki LaRose, is another YouTube makeup creator. So how could we not incorporate all of those in a beauty assumption challenge? And next, how could we not use the Tarte Shape Tape as a concealer? Because I feel like that's such a well-known YouTube concealer. We got to incorporate that. And even though this is a full coverage foundation, I'm pretty drying for my dry skin. I'm going to do the little bits of concealer all over, like you would see, you would assume a makeup YouTube channel does. And I was just blending out that concealer with the BK Beauty and Nikki LaRose N16 concealer brush. And now we should do the good old baking hack or secret, and we'll go ahead and bake. I am going to use this About Face pink powder. Of course, pink powder is much more the rage now than it was back then, but people might assume we are using pink powder because that is popular right now and of the moment right now. So I'm going to go ahead and bake with this. And I don't normally bake because I have dry skin, but I feel like the assumption is that you would bake if you were doing YouTube makeup, right? Don't you think? I'm going to be using the Persona Multi-Stick in the shade Dune. And again, I feel like we're going to assume that we contour quite a bit, so I'm gonna go a little heavier than usual, and don't forget to go down the nose, around the tip, and around the mouth. I'm going to blend it out with a Real Techniques sculpting brush. Now, back in the day, before BK Beauty was around, Real Techniques were like the OG brushes of YouTubers, and there were two sisters who had a YouTube channel who created these Real Techniques brushes, which these brushes are absolutely amazing. They have lasted me for so many years, and they're great quality. They're a bit more of an affordable price point than the BK Beauty. And these were my like not starter makeup brushes because I had them before, but these were like kind of like my starter upgrade makeup brushes. And I watched like all the tutorials and all the videos that Sam and Sam and Nick did, the Chapman sisters. So I think, I don't know if they still do YouTube. They have been on and off, but they were like the OG. So I feel like we gotta incorporate some real techniques in here too, because those are, if you think of OG makeup on YouTube, these have been around for a very long time. I'm trying to cover all the makeup bases. Whatever you assume, I'll be doing. Now that we've done the cream contour, I'm going to go ahead and powder it up with the NYX Buttermelt bronzer in the shade Butter Biscuit. This will just help set it, and also I'm using this really small brush so that it gives it a little bit more definition as well. I'll blend it out a little bit more, but this gives a lot more color impact so that it really stands out, and people would assume that you're gonna wear a lot of makeup, so we're going lots of layers, defined contour, bronze creases, all that kind of thing. Definitely not a no makeup look. I'm also just going to take a big fluffy Real Techniques brush to dust away that bake. I feel like it mostly absorbed into my skin already. This will be nice and cakey under there. It actually doesn't look too bad for dry skin. Now I'm going to use my Dear Dahlia liquid blush to add some blush, and this is one of those like blushes, liquid blush is very on trend right now, so people might assume you would use a liquid blush because it's having its moment. I do love this blush too. This is one of my current favorites. So I'm just going to blend that out. And then we'll follow it up with some powder blush, because more is more. That's what you assume, right? Let's go ahead and top it with the NYX Buttermelt blush in the shade For the Butter. And these are those very pigmented blushes, but sometimes we can have blush blindness. So I feel like we might assume that we wear a lot of blush, maybe not that much. We'll tone that one down. I told you these are super pigmented. Alright, now I'm just going to fill my eyebrows in real quickly. Then I'm going to set the brows with this W7 Brow Grip. I'm going to use this Give Cheek My Glow illuminating highlighter a try for the first time. This is in the shade Platinum Cowgirl. I feel like the highlighters are coming back, but people will assume, here's what it looks like, by the way. People assume you've got a blingy highlighter. This one's actually fairly subtle. It's pretty, but I should have gone for an even blingier one just so it was like in your face. And you gotta do the nose highlight and the Cupid's bow highlight. This is actually really soft and pretty. I would have chosen even more strong highlighter if I realized how kind of light this one was. Very pretty though, good for everyday use. I'll just be using this Essence lip liner in the shade My Choice. I feel like you can't go without lip liner in this very nude color. and making sure to overdraw the line just a little. Then I'm going to be finishing it off with Purple Iris's Lip Plumping Gloss, because you've got to do a plumper. This is the Dewy Plump by Give. It's a collagen lip gel. So my shade's a little more pink than the nude that I think would be assumed, but we got to go with the plumping, so that's why I went with this one. And it's a gloss. And of course, our makeup look would not be complete without a boatload of setting spray, so I'm going to be using the Milani Make It Last. And I almost forgot the most important finishing step, the lashes, so I'm going to put those on right now. Here is the final look. So is this the makeup that people assume I wear when I say I have a YouTube channel? Do you agree, yes or no? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out the playlist that has the other videos of the other participants of the RBSG, and you can see what they think people assume their makeup is when they let them know they have a YouTube channel. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe when you're here. I'll see you in another video soon, but until then, take care of yourself.